Welcome to the Obesity Medicine Podcast with your host, Dr. Matea Rentia, board certified in internal medicine and obesity medicine. Here, we talk about a path to metabolic health, and we have real conversations about chronic weight management and living a full life. Just a reminder, I am a physician, but I'm not your physician. So everything that's on this podcast is for informational purposes, but please go talk to your doctor about what's right for you. There is no medical advice being given on this podcast. Welcome back to another Your Friday 5. I was watching a video a few weeks ago. It was with Jamie Seltzer. He was on the podcast before. I really love his inspirational message, and he just has such good mindset. And so he said, there's this one question you should be asking. Whenever someone says, I'm like, what is it? And it's good, guys. I'm going to link his video down below this in the show notes. Okay. So if you're not following him on social, I don't know what you're doing. Okay. Because if anyone is going to cheerlead you and give you perspective and knows what it's like, it's him. And I don't say that lightly. You guys know that I'm not often mentioning channels. This is what he said. You need to be asking, if every week was like last week, would I be closer to my goal? That's so powerful. If every week was like last week, would I be closer to my goal? Too often, I see people that beat themselves up for the smallest indiscretions. They exercised only 3 instead of 4 times. They got sick and couldn't exercise. But when you look at the past week collectively, people generally have a sense, if you really zoom out, that 30,000 view, and you looked at all of it, do you think you were giving it your all? Were you in the game at all? Were you totally checked out? You can get a sense of that. Basically, he goes on to say, look, if you say yes, then you're good, keep going. That's just, you're on the path. And if not, then what's something that you're going to change? My question would be, if you say no, I would not be reaching my goals. I want to know why the past week had that happen. You need to ask why, because we always have the same problems pop up again and again and again in life. And we have to start to create some systems to solve it. So you keep thinking it's every single time it happens, it's a catastrophe. Most people, these situations repeat themselves. It might not be that often, but it definitely repeats itself. This is how you get a really clear perspective of, I don't need to be perfect, but roughly I need to be headed in the right direction. I hope that his question gives you a little bit to think about. That's all I have for today. I think it's a really powerful question to think about on this Friday as you're entering the weekend, or frankly, whatever time you hear this. And this could be something where, you know how I would use this? This is actually what I'm going to do. I'm literally, as I'm recording this, I'm going to do this. I would take a sentence like that and I would make an alarm in my phone to go off maybe Friday at 4:45 p.m. At the end of my workday. I typically like 15 minutes at the end of the day to wrap up. I try to end by 5. This does not always happen. This is a whole nother conversation that we won't get into right now. But I really am trying to work on boundaries and ending the day and not letting the to-do list dictate it. But I would put this question at that time so that each week I'm reminded about it. Because you know when you hear this question right now, it's powerful. You know you want to remember it. Put it on a sticky note, put it in the bathroom mirror, put it on top of the chips in the pantry. I don't care where you put it or what you do, but you have to remember these things. Seed this question in next week's planner pages for you. Whatever you have to do so that you remember it, but I hope that you can reflect on this a little bit, that this was helpful, and I'll see you on Monday. That marks the end of today's episode, but if you're newer to the podcast, I want to tell you about something that we have, and it's a free podcast roadmap. So this is perfect for any of you that are listening where you want to be directed to very specific episodes. So let's say that you are just starting out and you want to know, what should I do right when I start on the medications? Or you're experiencing certain side effects on the GLP-1s, or you want to know what to do if you're in a plateau, or if emotional eating is taking over, or if hunger levels are high. So we have many different categories of episodes that we've talked about, because there's a lot at this point. So if you want to be able to navigate that very easily, we have it broken down by category and also the episodes that are there, and we hyperlink to everything. So you can just click on it and find the episode, easy peasy. If you want that, you can go to rentiaclinic.com/podcast roadmap. We'll have it linked right here underneath the show notes where you're listening. And you can go ahead and get that free resource so that it makes it easy for you to navigate, because I know that it's really hard when someone has an established podcast. I am such a podcast fiend, listening to podcasts all day long. And when I find one that I love, but there's a lot that are out there, I am so lost. So I hope that you enjoy this free podcast roadmap. Again, the link to get to that is going to be rentiaclinic.com/podcast roadmap. I hope this is helpful and let me know if you have any questions.